Assalamualaikum and good morning to Dr. Nasir and my fellow classmates. So we are from group 6. We will present about stress management from Islamic perspective. Our group consists of 6 members, which are Norshah Atikah Binti Rahmat, Nursyahirah Binti Jumri, Khairunnabila Binti Azman, Naseem Fathima Binti Mohamed Nasir, Nursyahirah Binti Berkatullah, and me Anis Binti Ismail. The content of our presentation include introduction, definition, characteristics, causal factors, treatment, and comparison with modern psychology, and lastly is conclusion. First, let me introduce you to our topic. I think all of us agree that we all experience stress in our lives because the vast majority of health problems are caused or influenced by stress. It is important to understand how stress affects your body, and it's important to learn effective stress management techniques to make stress work for you rather than against you. Effective stress management helps you to break the whole stress has on your life, so you can be happier, healthier, and more productive. The ultimate goal is a balanced life with time for work, relationships, relaxation, and fun, and the resilience to hold up under pressure and meet challenge head on. Your goal shouldn't be to eliminate all stress, but to eliminate unnecessary stress and effectively manage the rest. There are some common causes of stress that many people experience, but each person is different. Although we are all exposed to stress, why can some of us cope with it better than others? Is the way we deal with the stressor or the way we are built? There is some evidence to suggest that some of us may genetically predisposed to depression or have deficiency in the level of neurotransmitters, the mood-regulating hormones, or just do not produce enough adrenaline on demand. A person who are built in religion has a belief that is important bearing on his personality and his outlook in life. By putting the trust in God, a believer minimizes the stress on him by reducing his responsibility and power to control his failures. It is proven the ways to handle stress as being practiced now range from meditation, sleep, exercise, socialization, biofeedback, psychotherapy, and tranquilizers. So we are going to discuss how to deal with stress in light of the Quran and the Sunnah.
Definition and concept. In the general definition, stress is the body response to the stimulation that happen in our daily life, such as demand, changes, worry, control, opportunities, responsibilities, mind, emotion, and behavior. In easy words, stress is the reaction to something that happened to our physical and mental. However, other opinion on the definition of stress is that it's like a non-specific reaction toward the event of our life because we constantly feel stress whether in a good or bad situation. The stress will always be happen because it already permanent drive in our body. As long as the part of our body could move, feel, and going through something in our daily life. In other meaning, the only freedom from stress is death because our body will not gonna feel anything and the stress would not gonna be happen anymore. Moreover, when we feel stressed, it shows that we're doing and achieving something in our life. To accomplish something, stress would be along the journey and give us pressure, but when we know how to manage our stress, it will go back to normal and will be fine. From Islamic perspective, the definition of stress is it related to sorrow, regretness, pain, fear, warning, awfulness, and hopelessness. That is the keyword to describe the stress in Arabic. Islam is more into a way to living our life and having a guidance in every part of our life. From the book Ihya Ulum ad-Din, Al-Ghazali said that the heart is a place that we could fear, recognize, and receive the command and forbidden from God. Also, the heart is the place where the stress exists in our body system. Also, if our jawahir, which is soul or body, is having a problem, unwell and weak, that is the root of the stress. By other Sufim opinion, our jawahir know God, but if our soul relationship is strong with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, It is hard for the devil to disturb our soul to do something that could lead to stress and something that is prohibited.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Dr. Nasir and good morning to my fellow friends. So now I will present about categories and type stress management in Islam perspective. According to psychology, stress divided to two categories, which is first is eustress and second is distress. Eustress is known as the positive or exhilarating stress because it will make person enthusiastic about performing a job. Distress is stress that will be cause person to lose judgment and will be take unexpected action. Any individual who dealing with this stress will be suffer from depression, such as refusing and associating with people. If not control this case, we will be stressed in the taking action that out of control, such as self-harm and some even to the point of suicide. Stress divided to four categories. First, physical or self-stress, biological stress, psychological stress, or the last one is sociality stress. First element is person who in this self-stress we feel unrealistic goal or expectation for himself, having a low self-esteem, lacking of self-confidence, being afraid of failure, making comparison with the others, and having unsatisfied personal needs. Second is psychological stress. Person who respond to this stress will be having a personality type, strategy, or losing a close person, and this person will not based on the reality. And the third one is the biological stress. Biological stress is like a chronic physical illness, change in the body type, injury, insufficient rest, and poor nutrition. And lastly is social stress like moving house, relationship problem, or divorce, pressure at the workplace like having workload, comfortable workplace, working experience, act of appreciation. That's all from me. So now I will pass to the next presenter.
Next, I will continue on the causal factor of stress. The stress factor can be found in two perspectives, either in terms of psychological or Islamic. According to the Islamic view, the cause of stress is not from mental stress alone, but also from confusion and weakness of the heart, spirit, lust, and intellect. The first one is the weakness of al-nafs. Nafs al-amara is a state where our soul that prone to our sensual pleasure, desire, and self-gratification as well as anger, jealousy, greed, and arrogance. This begins to control our feelings, thought, and behavior when our emotional needs are not met. And when it's in control, our thoughts get distorted, causing us to take things personally, see everything in a bad perspective, and feel that nothing can be done to a better circumstance. While nafs al-lawama is where our soul recognizes the effect of our action, our imperfection, and we are motivated by our heart to strive for perfection regardless of our awareness on our weakness. This is the stage where we struggle with our lust and our intellect, as we have no strength to leave the bad things and have the possibility to repeat those things or action. This can cause someone to be stressed, as if they keep making mistakes and keep feeling regret. And if this bad soul is not controlled or managed, it will cause exceptional stress and consequences. The second factor of stress in Islamic is that it can cause by less faithful in our life. We have freedom to choose between good and bad, but we have no power or ability to know our destiny or what Allah has planned for us. So by lack of faith in Allah can cause us to be worrying about things that we should not, and it will lead to stress. The next factor of stress in Islamic view is caused by the weakness of the heart. The weakness of the heart that leads the individual relationship with God to be fragile, causing life to be difficult and seems to be no way out of every inch of the problem. So our heart will feel peace and happy if we are close to Allah, and we will feel easily disappointed if our heart is far from remembering and disobey the law of Allah. So whenever we face problem in life, we will feel stressed and lost if we have a weak relationship with Allah SWT. Furthermore, the stress in life can also caused by the weakness of our spirit. Our spirit strength can be seen by how we recognize Allah. The more we got to know Allah, the stronger our spirit, while the less we know, then our spirit will be weak and easily can be incited by the devil. So at the end, we will easily get negative thought and behavior, hard to accept destiny and anger, and it will lead to depression and stress in our life. So that's all from me. I will pass it to the next presenter.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning to Dr. Nasir and all my classmates. My name is Nursyahirah Binti Jumri and I will continue the presentations with the therapy and treatment for stress based on the Islamic perspective. Islam is a comprehensive religion. It recognizes the stress and offers numerous methods and solutions for dealing with stress. The first treatment for stress from an Islamic perspective is faith in Allah. As a Muslim, we already know that faith in Allah is one of the pillars of faith, which means that it is very important for every single people. Faith in terminology refers to the justifying in the heart, acknowledging with the tongue, and doing good deeds with the limb. When we have faith in Allah, we always remember Allah in what situations we are facing, whether it is stress, depression, or anxiety. We can clearly remember that Allah is the one who provides health, He is the one who causes illness, and it is He who can heal it. Allah has prepared for us a healing kitab, which is Al-Quran, as our reference to find solutions for every problems. Reading Quran can assist us in calming and relaxing our mind from all of our sadness and worry. In addition, Allah has stated in the verse of Quran saying that surely in Allah remembrance do the hearts find peace. Surah Al-Ra'd verse 28. Therefore, faith in Allah can help restore our sense of self-worth and personal meaning, giving us a sense of deep power and control as we show our faith in Allah by worshipping Him. The second treatment or therapy provided is product and medicine in Islam that have been stated in Al-Quran. These two products, which is honey and black seed, is the product that have been mentioned in Al-Quran, which is good for cure for an illness. It has been stated in the Al-Quran that honey can heal a variety of medical problems, including stress, which is from Surah An-Nahl, verse 69. In addition, our Prophet Nabi Mohamed ﷺ has mentioned that having a good sleep is also one of the treatment for stress. Therefore, black seed can assist in sleep problems since it includes saponin, which is one of the natural chemical components that help humans' heart, kidneys, or nerve to function properly. Honey and black seeds are the remedies for stress in Islam, as one of the pharmaceuticals that can be utilized, and is also a therapy prescribed in the Al-Quran. The third treatment is Islamic meditations that is known as zikr, which means remembrance, and reciting it can remind us of Allah more deeply. Also helps to cleanse human heart that feel lonely, empty, and sad. The example of remembrance to reduce stress and strain, which is easy and simple to recite, is zikr istighfar, which means I seek forgiveness from Allah. Hence, Islam considers meditations to be a cure for stress because it gives the individual the feeling of being close to Allah, the controller of the whole universe. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Ika and I will explain about the comparison in stress management between Islamic and modern psychology. In modern psychology, stress management divided into three, such as action-oriented approaches, emotion-oriented approaches, and acceptance-oriented approaches. So, in action-oriented approach, first we need to be assertive, which is we having a clear and effective communication, which is we can stand up for ourselves after we understand the situation. And then we reduce the noise that make we stress. And then we manage our time by organizing and prioritizing tasks to reduce stress and create more enjoyable life. Then we creating boundaries, which is we set our internal rules to help us be more respect for ourselves and take care of our well-being. And we get out of your head is a common step, which is we step up from any stressful thought for a while by taking a break, distracting ourselves to do any activities and more. For emotion-oriented approaches, we need to perceive any stressful situation by changing our thought. So first, we need to affirmation and imagery, which is the way we perceive this world or our stressful situation will be changed if we remove a negative thought and replace it with positive thought. Next, we need to have a cognitive restructuring, which is it developed by Albert Ellis to understand negative emotion and belief that cause them. It also known as a CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. Lastly, we have a ABC techniques, which is created by Albert Ellis, but then adapted by Martin Seligman. So A stand for adversity or stressful event. B stand for belief or the way we respond to this situation. And then C is a consequence or the result of our belief that lead to the action or the outcome. And then so it's concluded that ABC technique required to interpret thought to create the outcome of any event. Lastly, we have acceptance-oriented approaches, which is the way we accept all the stressful and we handle it. First, we need to diet and exercise. We focus on the healthy diet, which is with cutting down on sugar, eat high quality of protein and fats. We need to avoid caffeine and take adaptogen herbs and theanine. And then we need to have enough potassium, magnesium and vitamin A. Next, we need to have exercise, which is need practice breathing exercise, mindful meditation and happiness visualization. Then the second one, we need to have a meditation and physical relaxation, which is we shift out our mindset, we be mindful and take time out of the stressful situation, and then we need to have mindset that don't be too hard to ourselves. Next, we need to build resilience, which is we accept the situation and then we learn from what happened and then we move on. Next, we need to take it out. When it's a deep hurt in ourselves, we need to talk to someone or maybe write on a diary to reduce the stressful feelings. Or we need to sleep, which is we let our body have enough and good night sleep to reduce our stress. Lastly, we need to have a cool water dog, which is it can reduce and calm immediately ourselves, because cool water can activate the body's parasympathetic nervous system that may reduce our stress.
In conclusion, Islam teaches human by combining the aspect of biological and psychological. For Muslims, the most important thing is faith and our spirituality that believe in Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, the creator of this world. In Islam, stress is one of the tests and tribulations that all Muslims must accept with an open heart. Believe that everything that happened to us is a test for us to prove that we are a person that was to be in heaven. The cause of stress is not from mental stress alone, but also from confusion and weakness of the heart, spirit, lust, and intellect. As stated before, the highlight treatment for stress in Islam perspective is the faith in Allah and meditation. As in modern psychology, Islamic also use acceptance-oriented approaches when coping with stressful life or events, where we accept everything that happened for reasons. So that's all from our group. Thank you.